But no, I think we wanted to talk about that. We wanted to start off things about that, and then we kind of wanted to lead on to more of a topic that kind of gets us both a little, I don't know, we find it kind of funny, I would say. I would say we kind of find it funny out of everything. Wouldn't you say?
I find it funny.
Yeah, it is a bit of a funny thing. Before we get into this segment, I just want to clarify that,
Mate, put a trigger warning. Put a trigger warning.
yeah, I'm going to put
controversial.
how there's like, what do they do? The spoiler warning? Yeah, so instead of spoiler warning, trigger warning. So,
and mind you, we also did just talk about how dumb we were. So
yeah, exactly.
don't hold us for fucking accountable.
Don't believe everything you hear.
Ignorance is bliss. We're just a couple of dummies talking shit.
Exactly, man. Exactly. So the segment is we want to talk a little bit about, I would say, feminism. I'm just going to title it feminism for now. So before we start this chat, I just wanted to say that me and Blake.
We won't even be talking about feminism, really, though.
No, not really. But I just wanted to start off like this. We are feminists. We do support women equality. I just want to put that out there before we say anything.
Equality in general.
Equality in general. Because we're probably going to say something dumb, maybe. So don't call us out. We love you.
And in this world, you can't say anything without offending someone. So
yeah.
Give us a bit of leniency, all right?
Yeah. So in this segment, I just wanted to talk about, because I'm the type of person, right? So, like I said before, fully support feminism, equality, love that stuff, girl power and shit. But a lot of the time, so I follow some people, right, and I see a lot of people, girls specifically, posting things about feminism and stuff, and supporting girls and all that stuff, and that's awesome. Froth that stuff. But then every now and then I see, I'm going to label it as a feminazi. Is that fair?
Feminazi, men badgerer.
Men badgerer. I would say feminazi is a fair word. And for an example, we see a subject and, it's a bit like, oh, how you going? And then they'll screenshot a guy replying to their opinion. And, the guy's opinion is completely fair. It's not even you're talking shit, blah, 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 against them.
They're saying a different opinion.
Yeah, they'll just put in their own different opinion, which is completely fair enough. Free speech, all that. And the girl will screenshot it, post it on their Instagram story and be like, how's this dickhead or something what an idiot about just not going against, going with their saying. And I reckon it is classic. I reckon it's so funny. So this is pretty bad, but I follow a lot of girls like this, and I love seeing the shit they post because I reckon it's so funny.
It's hectic, but at the same time, you can't reason with them.
Yeah, so I think that's half of what it is. So guys will just put in their opinion about something and be blah, 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 this is a different point of view. And then they'll use it as what would you say, ammunition?
Yeah, 100%. And take certain words.
Yeah.
You could be saying something and meaning something else, and they pick something out of it and then change it. And first thing you're having a conversation about the wage gap, and next minute you're having a conversation about fucking how
the end of the world, men taking over.
Yeah, how women are so much treated way worse than men and stuff, which is one of those things I struggle to agree with. I know, and it sucks too, because at the end of the day, people only see problems that affect them. So men are going to see more problems that affect men. Women are going to see more problems that will affect them. Friggin', etc., etc., etc. It's just and that's why a lot of the time when people say, oh, women have it worse, men have it worse because of these reasons. For example, when people are I remember literally watching the Today Show, and they were debating the wage gap and stuff, and they literally used a male electrician and a female childcare worker as differences in money, and it's okay, well that's a bit hectic.
As in their yearly wages.
Yep. And
what were they saying, that a male Sparky earns a lot more?
Yeah, they were basically comparing the wages and saying stuff like that. Honestly, if they're in the same position, this the exact same position at work, and they're the same competency, they do all the same stuff, then they definitely should be paid the same.
Yep.
But people don't also realize a lot of works are competency based, or it goes off qualifications and stuff like that. And a lot of women also don't work and get pregnant and take a bit of time off work, where a lot of men strictly focus on their careers to try and support babies, blah, 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 blah. And no, not all. Don't even try and twist my words. Not all.
No, I know what you're saying.
Yeah. So like, and it's just like subjects like that I feel like they just keep twisting on you without listening to the conversation.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's like sometimes, like this is just sometimes, not all the time, but like sometimes their opinions, like I feel like they get really invested in their opinions and stuff, but they don't think about certain other aspects, like contributing factors.
Yeah.
Like I completely agree with you, and I think, you know, if there's two fully qualified electricians, you, for example, and a female, you guys should be on the exact same wage.
Depending on competency.
Yeah, if you guys do the exact same work, the exact same blah, 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 all this stuff, same position, 100%, the exact same wage.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
100%. But at the same time, if women are sitting there complaining about, but also I think a lot of that is, to be honest, the media blowing up sort of certain things and putting ideas in people's heads and stuff.
Yeah.
Because like they always talking about it, this and that, but it's like there's always going to be rebuttals. That's like yes, there are statistics, but they're not taking all things into account, I don't believe. And that's just like an example too of like where these conversations will end up going, and if you just can't be bothered fighting those battles, they go on for a long time.
Yeah. I think there's definitely always an argument there, but I just want to go back to the feminazis.
Yeah.
So personally, I think that when that stuff happens, like back what I was talking about before, that when they call out certain people, sometimes it's not even guys they call out. Sometimes they'll call out other girls and stuff. Like it's not always men that are opposing these opinions at all. I feel personally, when I see these myself, I reckon it has the complete opposite effect of the subject that they're talking about. I see what they're saying, and
creates division.
Yeah, it creates division, and like, you know, like I said, I don't know anyone that isn't for equality. Like I can't think.
No one. I
don't think I've ever met anyone at this, like in our generation, that is like, nah, men above women or something, or women above men. You know what I mean? I think equality is so huge in our generation. Obviously, there are differences and stuff, but you know what I mean? When this stuff happens and it's like turning into like bashing men for certain reasons that maybe happened in a generation or two generations before us, it has the negative effect where you look at it and you're like, I don't really agree with what she's saying at all.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
And
that's my opinion. I mean, that's how I look at it. Like, and like, don't worry, it doesn't change my opinion. I'm like, oh, I'm not supporting women. It's just that certain subject. You know what I mean? That whatever they're talking, or it's not even that subject that they're talking. It's just like what they do. So I don't really take notice of them anymore.
We are so tiptoeing around this subject.
Yeah. So if you can't notice, we're a bit sus on what we say.
Yeah, we're sort of scared. I was anyway.
Yeah. No, we hope it kind of like relates in a way to not everyone, but just some people. And like, personally, I want to know I don't really talk to that many people about this subject. I reckon it's a very curious subject. It's a bit, you know, I want to know what you guys think. Like, do you guys think this is the same effect? I don't know if it's just me that has this kind of, you know, different opinion.
Yep.
Or, you know, because I'm not trying to start feuds or fights or anything. We just wanted to chat about what kind of we thought about it. But I think that as like human nature is, like once you, like with anything, I guess, once you get something in your head and you completely agree with that, it's very hard to change your mind about it.
It's hard to shake an idea.
Yeah, 100%. And
especially if you've got like a sort of belief system set on something on like a certain way.
Exactly. And to be fair, for women in general, it's a very passionate subject. I think feminism is it's, what would you say? It's like it's a current revolution. Bless you.
Oh. And don't get me wrong, I do think there are things that like for example, like the gag law in Australia. Like I think that's rubbish.
What's that?
It's like the where like rape victims can't talk about.
Oh yeah, that's fucked up. I completely agree with that.
And like
I heard that,
and like things like that, I know would absolutely drive, and like that drives me crazy. Like stuff like that. Like, but
wait, before you continue on that, I think so. Yeah, I'm with you. That's fucked up. But like, I think this is what annoys me actually a lot about these type of like things that girls don't think. I think they don't think that it annoys guys like that. But it actually does. Like, we see it and we're like, that's fucked up. Like, Keely told me about this and I was like, that is the most fucked thing I've ever heard. Like, why? What is the reason? Is that protect their identity? Like,
well, that I don't know. It's hard to say because I can see, because the thing is, men and women lie, numbers don't. No, but the point that the only people that would I can see personally helping instead of not helping is the ones where crazy people will lie about someone sexually assaulting them when they didn't.
Oh, okay.
In those situations.
As in like an innocent guy being accused of rape, and is that what you're saying?
Yeah, just like stuff like that. That's like the only sort of situations I can see it sort of helping.
Yeah. But yeah, I do agree it's fucked up.
Which is, I get it, like everyone like like shouting, like it's protecting them, like the man, the male perpetrator, or whatever you think. Oh, but
bit burpy, mate.
I'm a bit gassy, mate.
No, I completely agree. It's definitely fucked up, and like that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not against anything. I think everyone needs to know that, because I feel like it does get a little bit. I think women are a lot more vocal in their opinions more than men, and I think that's the effect. Because like I don't post a lot about that stuff, but I probably should. I mean, like,
I don't know. I post heaps of shit, but it's pure nonsense 90% of the time.
Yeah, like I think that's probably like some of it where like a lot of everyone you'll speak to, like men, they'll completely agree with everything that you say. A lot of it,
and some don't.
And some don't. Yeah, but I guess that's the same both ways. I mean, no matter how you look at it, there's always that both contradicting each other. No matter what it is, there is always something that someone ain't happy with, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. No matter what it is, no matter how good it is, ever.